Welcome. Today, Nicky Nackies, we're going to do some resin pouring. I've got part A, part B, super clear tabletop epoxy that we're going to be using. A pile of gloves. These are necessities. I've got different cups that we're going to use for mixing. These are going to be our two main mixing cups. One for measuring, but I'm just going to measure them in here. Pour them into these little guys. I've got mica powder. You can use any kind of colorants that you like. I prefer the mica powder. I like a little bit of shimmer in there. I think they come out looking really nice. I'm going to be using some purple, black, and burgundy. I have been working on a couple of set of coasters. Now the molds only give me one circle at a time, so I can only make one circle at a time. It's the molds here for the circle one. And these we're doing in purple, black, and the middle being clear with a little bit of gold flake. The other set that I'm working on is the square ones. Those got flowers in them. They're just clear. And the bottom I did with a little bit of moss in a clear. So I've picked out a few flowers. Put in my square one, dried flowers. And I've kind of set my molds where I'm going to be pouring them. As you can see, my tabletop here gets very, very messy. It's par for the course when you're doing this. Let's start in here and get some epoxy measured. Glove up. Whoop. You'll appreciate these later. Right. Now we're going to start with A in 1 cup. A is a little thick. All right. Now be careful, don't go all the way to a half, because remember we do still have to pour the other half of B in here. So get B. Now remember where we're at here with A, because we do have to make these even. They have to be the same. Okay. If you can see it on there, but they are the same. Okay. Take B, pour it into A. I like to use a spatula, get all of it out. This is a rubber spatula, silicone covered spatula. Okay. And I use this to stir. You can see how when you're starting to stir, you're gonna have the swirls in there. That's fantastic. That means you're starting to get it mixed. Keep this up. Make sure you get all the way to the bottom, all around the edges. And you're going to do this for about 5 minutes. It is a little cumbersome. Don't stop. This is going to be nearly clear when we're ready to pour. So I'm going to pause this, stir up for 5 minutes. And I'm back. You see how you can see through this? Don't worry about the bubbles. I'm going to teach you how to get those out. Those pesky bubbles don't matter. All right, now we're going to take our little cups. And however much you're going to be wanting in them, it's kind of a guessing game unless you know the exact measurements of your molds. I don't. I'm guessing. It's going to be great. Okay. This one is probably a little much. This one. one, because we're only doing one little round coaster with black and purple. Okay, now before you start your projects, I recommend take your little lids off. Just set them on there. I like to use a little spoon. Grab out some mica powder. Pour in that one, and that's my purple. And here is my black. This is in a bag. Trying out some different brands. Came with a different kit. Why not, right? And then one with gold flake. And I'll pour some of that in there too. I didn't quite need all that. All right, now the gold flake, the easiest way is just, it's so staticky. Just grab a piece with there. I got lucky, it went in. And you know, maybe you like a lot of gold flake. Just remember, a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. And once it's stuck to the counter, it is eternally part of the counter. So, there we go. Got it in. Okay. Give that a stir. Grab another stick. Go to the black. Give that a stir. You know, and make sure that you get the mica powder around in there really, really good. Get to the bottom. You don't want any clear spots in there. And I'll show you guys a picture of this here shortly. Again, make sure you get it mixed in really, really well. All the way to the bottom. Make sure you got enough. You can always add a little more. Here, let's see what we got going on in here. Gorgeous purple, black, and gold flake. All right, set you back down here. This is really hard to do on your own. Thanks for being patient, everybody. Bobbling around here. All right, so first we're gonna pour the round coaster. Can you see that? Yeah. Now, doing a tricolor, I am gonna pour a little bit purple on that side, just a little bit, not all of it. A little bit of black on that side. Again, not all of it. And then make sure you get your clear down the middle. And you can do as little, as much as you want, as little as you want, you know, really depends on the look that you're going for. I'm gonna pour a little more purple. I'm gonna switch again quickly to the black. Yeah, I can see how full my mold is getting. And that's about as full as I want to get it. Okay. Gloves are sticky, take them off. I'm going to get you guys a close up here. All right, that's what it looks like so far. Yes, there are lots of bubbles in there, and that is really okay. We're going to let it sit there for a minute, and I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of those bubbles. But first, we're going to pour the square one. Now, this one has the little flowers in it. If you've poured resin before, you know these things tend to float. Now, when they tend to float, you just have to kind of be mindful of it and keep pushing them down. Now, this one was going to be done in just clear. Pour it over. Go nice and slow. These flowers are very delicate. You know, whatever you're putting in there, it's not a rush. And we don't really want them to like be wandering around in there, floating around down the river. There. Happy flowers. Happy happy resin. Perfect. Right. Next one I'm doing is wine caddy. Gonna be done in burgundy. Move some stuff around here. Ooh, getting some bubbles on there. All right, wine caddy. This is a customer favorite. Giving away my secrets here. All right. Now, we have the clear that we had in here. This caddy is quite a bit bigger than the rest of these two. I'm going to take the rest of this resin that I have in here, and this is going to be a burgundy wine caddy. Just burgundy. Now, like I said, it depends on how much you want to have in there. If you want it less, more, you know, this one is going to be pretty much a wine color is what I'm going for. Yeah, that is gorgeous. I really like the way the mica powder starts to come through and the shimmers and the different waves that you'll get in the resin. It's a lot of fun to watch. Okay, get it stirred in there really well. Picture. It's so pretty. Love it. All right. And let's pour. Get up in the nooks and crannies. Oh, this is so pretty. Yeah. This is going to be a good one. Yeah, and swirl it around, make some designs. Okay. Now I bet you're wondering, what do you do with that leftover resin in there? Because that's expensive resin, right? I'll show you. We never let it go to waste. You can see this one. This is just an extra mold, small, flat. They make like a little cheese cutting board, a little tray, something to that effect. Just keep a couple of extra small molds around. You'll be amazed at how some of these turn out. You take your odds and ends. Pour it in. Now we're going to take black. Let's make the handle black. That is so fun. Okay, I'm liking this. Some of them turn out better than others. I was really surprised at the last craft fair that I did what, you know, some people really went nuts over this stuff. All right, now some purple. Ooh. And then I had some clear left with gold flake. Let's put that right in the middle. Nice. Now you can take your sticks and stir it up if you want. Mix it up. Make little designs in there. It's gonna float around a little bit and kind of do its own thing. So, you know, you gotta kind of leave art up to nature sometimes. Perfect. Okay, this is what we got so far. See the bubbles? And look at that. Out of the scraps. Gotta love it. Now, how to get rid of bubbles. The torch. The almighty torch. This is how we get rid of bubbles. Most effective way that I've found anyway. Let's get it fired up. We don't need it on high. Quickly, very quickly, Go over the tops of your projects, back and forth, back and forth. Don't spend any time on them. You will burn them. They will melt to your molds. Like that, and done. That was in real time. It was maybe, you know, just a few seconds. But that's all you need to do. Bubble's gone. Okay. Now you're probably going to get some more. You might have to, yep, see this one's getting more bubbles. You might have to torch it 2, 3, 4 times. I mean, whatever you need to do to get the bubbles out. Get the glare off of there. Gorgeous. And now you let them cure. If you found this video helpful, let me know. You can drop me a line at nickinackis.com or nickinackis@gmail.com. You can also find my projects on Etsy at nickinackis. Thanks for watching. Here's my Etsy page. If you like what you've seen here, give me a look up on there. I'm happy to help. If you have any questions, you can also post them in the chat or you can send them to me on the Etsy page. But here we go, Nickinackis.